Welcome to Mainland Television Regional News. I'm Graham O'Brien, and in this week's news roundup, Party talks 1080, wood burner ban heats up, wild times at the Wild Food Fest, and much more. All the furor over the threat of 1080 and milk powder has put the spotlight on 1080 Party founder and leader Bill Wallace. The party has over 1,500 members. Pro-1080 commentators have come out and slammed the anti-1080 movement. So we invited party leader Bill Wallace to come into our studio this week to talk about why a qualified science teacher was motivated to create this anti-1080 party.
I'm here with 1080 party leader Bill Wallace. We're here to talk about the recent threat. We spoke to Bill last week by the telephone, but look, I just want to find out a bit more about the party, Bill, and what inspired you to begin the process of creating a political party.
Well, look, I've never really got involved in the 1080 issue until last year, and my job at the time obviously was I was flying dock people into the bush at rat counters, doing that, and they've been doing it for years because they've been dropping 1080 for years in different valleys. But last year, with the extra money, they suddenly started moving to areas that had never been poisoned before. And when I was picking the rat counters up out of these previously unpoisoned areas, all they could talk about was the bird life in there. So then I said to them, well, hang on, what about the valleys I've been flying you to for the last 4 or 5 years, counting rats that have been poisoned 5, 6, 7 times? Surely there must be a lot more birds in there. And they said, no, we never hear one. Now that's exactly the reverse of what we're being told by Doc. So having a science background, I started reading a bit of Doc science, and if you look at the reports, there's actually more warnings in there than there is positive stuff. And I just thought this was wrong. You know, we shouldn't be doing this. And there's inadequate science, and all their own reports say our science is appalling. You know, our samples are too small, we don't have proper controls, a lot of our managers don't understand the need for science. I didn't know what else to do, and under a bit of pressure from some doc staff, as well as a lot of other friends, I thought, well, I'll have a crack at this. I'm a respectable person. I wasn't going to protest or challenge it in the wrong channel, so I formed, as we're constitutionally allowed to, formed a political party and tried to give everybody in New Zealand the right to protest by ticking the box on their voting paper on September the 20th. So That's basically where I'm coming from. So now to think that there's any way that we could be an eco-terrorist when the very thing the party was formed to do was to give people a non-confrontational way to protest against its use. You know, it's the last thing we'd think of doing.
Yeah. Now, okay, so your background, you've got a science background, you're also a pilot.
Yeah.
So obviously you have had a lot of time in these national parks, and I mean, you've flown over them regularly.
I've flown over them, I've tramped in them. There was a period when I was a teacher as well, when I was using my degree, and I've walked kids through these areas on Duke of Edinburgh Award, that sort of thing as well. So I really do have a love of our, especially in particular Kahurangi National Park. I love it.
Now you said that you were kind of pushed into this political stance by certain people. You mentioned some doc people as well. Have you got support inside
Oh yeah,
doc?
look, a lot of the on-the-ground doc people, the people that own boats and have survival skills and work in the bush, there isn't universal support within doc for 1080. A lot of doc staff, especially the people who aren't in biodiversity, the people that spend a lot of time in the bush doing other things, they are pretty opposed to what their department is doing.
Yeah.
A meeting over the wood burner clean air issue this week was well attended by the public in Nelson, with over 60 people present to show their concern about keeping warm this winter. Many voiced strong opinions about the strict rules that prevent them from upgrading their wood burners after missing the council-imposed cut-off date, while still being unable to heat their homes after insulating floors, walls and ceilings in older houses. Cries of disbelief issued as one woman said she was fined $700 for using a non-compliant wood burner. Others called for Nelson to ignore the perceived unrealistic central government standards, while pointing out that Nelson is the only council in the country preventing people from upgrading to more efficient, compliant burners. Complaints were raised over the Wood Burner Working Party not having public consultation process as per the rules, and Mayor Rees told those present that she was not happy with the timeline given by administration of 2 years and she wants it done in a year. Along with Mayor Rees, Councillor Barker, Skinner, McGurk and Ackland were the only councillors who attended the meeting.
So there's some improvements. Actually, they look at the grammage on the fire. I mean, in effect, there's improvements can be made in construction, the way air exits the flue systems. That can be all changed, like eco flue kits, opti kits, and so forth. So we find that all that can improve the burning less fuel. Yeah, so that's what we see. But I'll make some comments for the council on this and get it into them.
And it's fantastic, Penny and Firefaces. My mate's got one and I'm very jealous.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot of people being in and disappointed that they can't have one, but maybe that's going to change. So.
Emission burners, but the price of those is very high. But I am having just some discussions around whether there is an opportunity for us to get that technology through faster than the full plan review.
Because once those that technology goes through, that'll bring the price down, because those ones that they're talking about there are like industrial models, do everything, so we just need one to heat our homes.
Yeah, look, it's all supply and demand, and you heard them talk tonight about the fact that they've put one container load through. Well, if they've got more to supply, the price should adjust accordingly. What I'm interested in is if they, and this was a discussion here tonight, was that if they're putting out fewer, less emissions than a pellet burner, then the question is why wouldn't you allow it? And now what we've got to do is find a way that if that's the case, where we can seek maybe leave of the court, which I think is where we're going to have to go to get them through. I've tried every way of adapting the Resource Management Act to give people choice at the moment. I haven't given up.
This week, Nelson played host to demonstrations with some spectacular road safety lessons involving fast cars, cut-out figures, fake blood, and held in local neighbourhoods across the city to help slow drivers down and educate pedestrians on keeping safe, particularly in built-up areas. This series of neighbourhood park gatherings were held in the evening so residents could come along to enjoy the demonstrations while indulging in a picnic tea. Run by the Nelson City Council, an expert driver showed how far a car can travel with and without ABS braking at different speeds when the driver hit the brakes in an emergency stop situation. We sent our cameraman to film some of the demonstrations at Tahunanui this week.
Stop! He will jump on the brakes and the car will stop as soon as it possibly can. Nothing about this is fake. This is the laws of physics in action. So, here we go. Everybody stay back from the barriers, please. Sometimes drivers make mistakes and they don't notice. Here it comes. That's pretty quick. Let us shout stop! So here we go now. He's going to come down 50 kilometres an hour. With no ABS, so I'll wave my magic wand and I'll step off the road. So here he comes, he's accelerating to 50 k's an hour. He's like, look out, remember, shut up! Woo! So, we got some blue smoke off the tyres. Oh, here we go. Everybody stay back from the barriers, please. Pouring up to 60 kilometres an hour. Quite a common speed in the 50k zone. Come on, that's quick, tell him to stop! Whoa. Whoa.
Last weekend was a busy one for the Nelson and Tasman regions. The Wild Food Festival and Market Day seem to be not as popular as it has been in the past, with approximately 4,500 people attending this year, compared to 24,000 back when it first began. However, the party goers who made the trip got value for money with good bands, great costumes, and all the classic favourites for those adventurous souls, like jellied lamb brains, shots of horse semen, chicken feet, and hoo-hoo grub woodpile hunts. The event competition winners were judged on originality and presentation, with first prize, best overall, going to Crouching Grasshopper, second to Fair Dinkum Aussie Tucker, and third place going to Jen's Moonshine. And new stall prize went to Cloudy Bay Clams from Blenheim. Here are some of the highlights from the festival.
Chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't
Saturday last weekend in Nelson, a record of 90 entries were made into Nelson's annual Trolley Derby. This annual trolley event is a Nelson institution dating back into the 1950s. Last year, a corporate category was introduced with much success. This year, there were 2 new classes, Art on Wheels and Classic Cars, for trolleys 25 years or older. Usually, the fastest cart of the day attains the lofty title of Monarch of the Hill. However, there was no Monarch this year as there has been a few issues with the new transponder system. Jack Lovell took out the Rockets category with Mentally Unstable second and Safari Spitfire third with the tightest of finishes. Our team was on location to talk with 3 very different trolley races on the day.
Here today with Nina, Isabella and their Uncle Hugh, who helped make this wonderful contraption. Girls, can you tell me, have you ever done this competition before?
Yes.
When was that and did you win?
It was in 2014 and we won 1 trophy.
Uncle Hugh, can you tell us how much time was put in to make this cart and to do it up for this year's Art on Wheels category?
It's been at least 2 weeks to make the cart, and it's a lot of people have been involved in putting it together. The girls did a great job in cleaning it and washing it, and they've put it together with all of the Smiggles, is it, girls?
Yes,
Smiggle posters that we've got, and they spent a lot of time cutting the Smiggle posters out and cleaning the cab. You did a great job doing that.
Okay, so what's the name of your cart, girls?
The HINB Kiwi Zuma.
And what does the HINB stand for?
H is for Uncle Hugh, I is for Isabella, N is for Nina, and B is for Becky.
That's fantastic. You know what, you girls, thanks for talking with us today, and Hugh, and we wish you all the best. I hope you win again.
Thank you very much.
We're here today with Matt, who's been in New Zealand for 3 weeks and is assimilating into Nelson culture. Matt, have you had a run this morning already?
I have. I've had a practice run. I've had 1 timed run as well.
And how did you go?
Pretty good. Yeah, for my first effort, I think I held my own, I think.
What makes you think the Trolley Derby is so successful?
I think it appeals to the kid in all of us. There are small children here racing and there's adults, and everybody's on an even playing field. There's the same route, the same course for everybody, and everyone has a great time.
That's fantastic. So you'll come back again next year?
I will. It's a bit of a way to come, but I'll do my best.
Well done. I'm here with Brian today, who's entered in the new category for classic cars at the Trolley Derby today. Brian, has it been fun so far?
Absolutely, love it.
How many runs have you had today?
2 runs, I think, today. 2 so far, more to come.
Wonderful. Have you been in the Trolley Derby before in another category?
We always go in because of our age, we go in the Rockets, and we go in the Monarch of the Hill, which is the speed one.
So you're in the classic cars section. Have you made up the car yourself? And how long did that take you? How many hours work was put in to produce the wonderful car we see today?
Ooh, wow, so many hours. Probably took me 6 months, over the winter mainly, yep.
Wow, that's great. And I understand you have more than 1 car at home.
We've got another 2, so we've got 4 altogether, and I'm building an Alfa Romeo at the moment, which will have a little engine, so...
That's fantastic. Is there any more history about the car you drove today?
Well, it's one of my favourite designs. It's based on a 1929 Bentley that was driven by Tim Birkin, Sir Henry Birkin he was known as. And it's just one of my favourite designs. It's got it's beautiful looking, it's balanced, it has all the gadgets and gizmos on it. It's just a wonderful car.
So this is obviously a passion for you.
Oh, you could say so, yeah. I love it, yeah.
Look, thanks for talking with us today. How many more runs have you got?
Not sure. It depends how well we do. We don't usually we're not the fastest. We try to be the most stylish, but...
I'm sure you are pretty stylish indeed. Thanks so much, Brian. Have a good day.
Last Sunday in Tasman, an enthusiastic crowd attended the annual Muddy Buddy fundraiser for Tasman School. The event had come under fire last year by environmentalists who voiced concerns to council about the ecosystems that could be harmed by hundreds of pounding feet running through the local stream and estuary. However, a slight compromise involving a course change saw the fundraiser go ahead with a large turnout of competitors and supporters. Chrissy Small was there to see the filthy fun and talk to some of those involved.
Fred, there's been a bit of a course change this year.
Yes, rather than go down the river now, the river's sort of just kept clean, and the nunga and the eels, native fish and things. So no, it's coming across the road and around the circle, around the outside here and across the road. So it misses out the stream altogether. So that's just the way it has to be. So just comply with what we've got to do. Which still make a good, still a good track, because all these people coming out are so muddy anyway. They're all put smiles on their faces, so it still works. We can accommodate anything to suit the environment.
Jodie Fa'awe, what a fantastic event.
Oh, it's awesome.
I know there was a limit in spaces. Did you manage to fill them all?
I think we don't know the numbers for sure. I'm pretty sure it's over 1,000, but it's such a great turnout and it's such a great atmosphere. It's a really great event.
Yeah, and I hear your children are involved this year.
Yes, all of them are running. My daughter Jessie, she's in last year of Tasman School, and they ran round hard and they've taken out the primary school girls 2 laps.
Oh, fantastic. Is this the first year you girls have done this?
Yeah.
Will you do it again?
Yeah.
Were you the team leader here, were you? Yeah.
Yeah, we're a great team.
Brilliant. First year that you've competed? Yeah. Did you face plant, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What did that taste like? Oh, you were lucky. So you started off clean, but obviously everyone thought you should share the love.
They just come and they just hug me. I have no idea why. They just do. But my shirt underneath is actually
well done.
We'll leave you now with some highlights from the weekend's events. After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
Hi everyone, I'm Malcolm Harris from The Facilitators. We now look after sales for Mainland TV, radio, Sky and online. New Zealand On Air's latest Colmar Brunton survey confirms Mainland's large multimedia audience. If you're in business or want to put a message out to everyone in the Nelson Tasman region, plus nationwide on Sky or worldwide online, please give me a call or see our website at www.mainlandtv.nz.
Hi, my name's Ian Mortimer. Mortimer Auto Upholstery is your one-stop shop for all your upholstery needs. We do car and boat interiors, boat canopies, ute tonneau covers, canvas and PVC fabrication. Call in and see us in Oxford Mews, 72 Oxford Street, Richmond.
Hi, I'm John McMillan at the Nelson Power Tool Centre. We have great prices on all the top quality
brands of power tool. Tools and equipment at our showroom, 146 Tahunanu Drive in Nelson. The Nelson Power Tool Centre, the specialists that stand behind and service what we sell.
O2B Healthy.
Lifestyle, diet and exercise, complemented with quality supplements, can provide you the insurance vital for your natural health and well-being. With over 10 years professional experience making some of New Zealand's most trusted nutritional supplement brands, visit the O2B Healthy Factory Outlet in Wakatu Industrial Estate. Over 200 supplements to choose from, free on-site parking, no middleman.
O2B Healthy. Caring for you naturally.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979? So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
We're the team at Jaycar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics, toys,
sound systems, cables, and much, much more. Jaycar.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
The Mai Tai quiz is set on the new section of the Mai Tai Walkway, and you can do it as a fun Easter holiday activity with the whole family and be in to win a prize by matching the native plants to the numbered locations. This runs through till the 17th of April. For more information, please go to the link below. The exhibition of contemporary visual artworks titled But I Can't Wash It Off, etc. by local artists at the Refinery Art Space, created by Nick Haig, goes through to the 28th of March, every day except Sundays. In the temporary Suter Art Gallery at 28 Halifax Street, the exhibition Min Kisi, Art and Belief in West and Central Africa, a presentation of masks and statues from West and Central Africa delivering messages about culture, traditions, histories and beliefs. It is running until the 12th of April. On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you for joining us, and we'll bring you the latest news and events from around the region again tomorrow.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
I'm Francis from Nelson Auto Glass. We repair all auto glass, stone chips, windscreen replacements, scratch removal.
If you have an auto glass issue, our team will sort it.
Nelson Auto Glass Specialists, 84 Vanguard Street, Nelson.
Hi, my name's Ian Mortimer. Mortimer Auto Upholstery is your one-stop shop for all your upholstery needs. We do car and boat interiors, boat canopies, ute tonneau covers, canvas and PVC fabrication. Call in and see us in Oxford Mews, 72 Oxford Street, Richmond.
Discover the Belgrove Tavern just 20 minutes south of Richmond on State Highway 6. A restaurant, functions, weddings, barbecue, a garden bar with lots of room for kids. Come in, see us. World War I was a defining period in our history, impacting greatly on the lives of people from the Nelson province. Memories of the First World War is an exhibition which will be displayed in a number of regional venues and is currently on at the Nelson Provincial Museum.